Alright, bro, we're going gym. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. You probably won't be able to see that. Let me just go give my mum a kiss and then we're gonna go, huh? Mum, I'm going gym. Alright. I'm gonna go hit a full body workout. Mwah, love ya.
Love you, bye.
Love you, ma. Alright, let's go. What are you watching? Yeah. It looks a bit how you going. It looks a bit how you going. What's going on there? Hey? What happened there? It's a bit how you going. Oh. Alright, bro, here we go. Full body. But me and you, we're going to have a chat first because this is going to help you out. 1:17 in the morning. Boom. Alright, let's go. I'm tired today, man. I've only slept like 4 hours. I got up quite early today, and I am tired. But we're gonna smash this out. Try and knock it out in 45 minutes or so, huh? Including cardio, so we're just not going to stop. But we've got a lot to talk about, and it's about embracing your roots and more or less playing on your weaknesses. You always hear a lot of people talking about play on your strengths, right? Play on your strengths. You know, always focus on what you can focus on, this and that, right? But, you know, see, for the longest time, growing up, I was always crippled by the fact that I grew up very poor, dirt poor, in what you would know as government housing. And I used to be so embarrassed with girls I used to date, with my friends, with the people that I went to school with. Let me fix this up, give me a sec. There we go. Just with everyone, bro. I was so insecure. I'm gonna tell you a story. When I was about 17, so literally about 10 years ago, I was dating a girl. This was a long time ago. Anyway, one time her parents were dropping me home. And this really hit me. Now, for a long time, I was always insecure about where, you know, I came from and who I was, and that I'm Indian and that I was fat and overweight and my family was so troubled, and it was super common news because where I'm from, the government housing, it was so close to rich people, but it was like just bang smack in the middle of this like affluent area was this very dark place. But I was always insecure because everyone knew. Because I had older brothers and they kind of had like a reputation and stuff like that, and because, you know, the area that I lived in was affluent, everyone knew, oh, watch out for the people that come from the ghetto or the housing commission state. And that always dawned on me, and I always knew it. I always knew people kind of looked at me funny, and you know, when I used to go to my friends' houses and stuff as a kid, even just as an Indian, I always felt like they would watch over me more. They really would. And I mean, that sits with you when you're a kid. But anyway, circling back to the story of my girlfriend, this is long time ago, but this story never left, is that I told, before like the girlfriend at the time, I told her parents that I lived in a completely different place and a house. So when they were first getting to know me, my girlfriend and my girlfriend's parents, like, they were dropping me home because I was young at this time. I didn't have a car, and I don't think I had my license at this point even, or I might have just got it, but I didn't have a car. I don't know. But I told them a complete different place, and they dropped me to a random home. I got out, and I had to wait because they dropped me at a random place. I had to like wave them off, say it's all right, goodbye, like, you know, thank you so much for dropping me home. And then I was just out the front of this random house. And that story never left me, because then I had to walk home as well. Now, I've got plenty of stories like that because, like I told you, a lot of the people that I grew up with from school, they came from rich, wealthy families. Or not even like wealthy, some were rich, but some were just normal class. But when you're at the bottom of the totem pole, you're at a place, man, where it's like, man, it's low, it's bad. And as I got older, it always stuck with me. Okay, well, look, man, I've got a lot to be embarrassed about. I'm growing up in government housing. I'm Indian. I'm fat and overweight. My family's broken. Like who I am, I'm broken. And as I got older and older, those insecurities and my roots in where I came from, my roots in my heritage, my roots in my family, were my biggest insecurities. And I've told you boys a lot in my videos that now my biggest assets in life are the fact that I grew up poor, that I'm Indian, that I've had so much trouble growing up, I made so many mistakes, I've been through so much, and I want to circle that back to you. You see, so many of us can go through our lives and we're insecure. We hate ourselves for things that we ultimately can't change. Now, a lot of us focus on things like that we can't change, right? And we'll become so insecure. Like, you'll be so insecure about the color of your skin. Could you change that? You'll be so insecure like about your PP size as a man. Can you change that? You'll be so insecure about all these things, your family, where you come from, all of that. But could you change that? No. So it's absolutely insane to make those things a burden or something that's destroyed you. And how I've started to rewire and calibrate myself, and I've been like this for quite a while now, at least a good 3 or 4 years, where now I look at all of the insecurities, pain, struggle that I went through, and bro, like I'm telling you, I couldn't look at myself in the mirror. I would lie all the time. I used to tell people fucking like so much that I'm Papua New Guinean, that I'm like, oh, like I was always a different nationality than Indian. I used to be so insecure. I used to tell people, no, I've actually got money, man. Just like we just don't have it right now, but we're rich. Like I used to be so insecure, and when I tapped into, okay, well, these things that I couldn't change, that I can't change, are the things that broke me and are breaking me. I said, nah, fuck that. I said, no, I'm going to use these as my biggest motivators, fuel. And that's what you now need to do, right? You need to look, if you're Indian watching this, if you're black watching this, if you're Chinese watching this, if you're whatever you are, and you're worried about trying to pick up girls, right? Oh, they don't like Chinese guys, or they don't like Indian guys, they don't like black guys. You're gonna be like, they love me because I'm Chinese, because I'm black. People aren't gonna have any idea about the strength that you carry from the things that you used to be broken by. And this is a really important thing. You need to look at these things like, oh, okay, I grew up poor, or my family was broken, or I was so badly bullied, or all of these things, right? And be like, okay, well, wow, these are the things now that can make me. These are the things that no one has that I can use to push myself forward past a place that not a lot of people can get to. I really am passionate about this, bro, because you need to understand that your struggles, your pain, your burdens, your upbringing, your insecurities are all strengths. It's just been demonized in this world. Oh, if you're insecure, bro, look, you can't fix that. If you're insecure, no, you can't fix your body, bro. You just can't do that. Oh, you're insecure, you're broken, bro, but here, look, let's talk about it for 10 years, about what broke you as a boy or a kid, and look, then you'll get through it. You have to get to the point, bro, where you use your cerebral ability inside of yourself and say, okay, those things might have broke me, but what can I do, and what is the best option to push me forward in my life? I can be the best because of all the things that broke me. And this is huge. This is massive. And you can be that person that has the upbringing or the roots. Maybe if English isn't your first language, maybe you're just a dork right now. I don't know where you're at, but that is your success story, and that is your power. That's your power. You see, as men, I need you to understand that, and this is where I've become who I am, is we get to pick and choose what we do. Look, we can be thrust when we're young into a life that we don't ask for, and we can be tethered to things that we kind of don't choose, right? Like, I used to be tethered to that street drug life, degenerate life, because, well, I thought that that's what I was. I thought that, well, I grew up in public housing, I'm brown, so I got to act this certain way to fit in. I was tethered to the idea that, okay, this has to be the life that I live. But rubbish. And you don't have to be tethered into the things that you've been thrust into. I really mean that. And where I've come to an understanding is that you're going to have to do what you're supposed to do to get out of the rut. You got to be disciplined. You got to just stick by your word. You got to do what you're supposed to do. You really have to. But the beauty of being a man is you get to pick who you become. So I'm gonna say this, right? Once you watch videos like this, once you get a bit of inspiration, some motivation, yeah, look, the journey is gonna be 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. It's gonna take a while to get to where you're trying to get, but you gotta understand that if you are not where you want to be, or you're at least not seeing progress, and you're not happy, right? Well, the truth is, it's your fault. And I'm starting to lose hope in our generation, because the work that I do, the work that the boys that I coach do, the work that the boys that are similar to me are doing, that's not going to change the ripple effect that's happening in this world, where men like maybe yourself, bro, maybe men that you know are losing, are so messed up. And the ruthless thing is, you can be anyone that you want, but we also need to feed off people that are losing, that are not doing well, that are going to keep the cogs turning of the matrix of society. You need to understand that. Are you going to be that guy? Because there's a good possibility or chance that that could be you, keeping the cogs going. And that's your choice. So if you're not moving forward in your life, if you're not seeing tangible progress, results, if you can't look back in your life and think, I've changed a bit because you're wanting to change, then you're probably that guy that isn't about it. You're probably going to be that guy that just keeps the cogs turning and chooses to live the one life you got, not playing on the strengths because you're too scared of the insecurities that you feel for the things that you can't change, bro. And you need to get this into your mind. You need to, because I can tell you something right now, bro. The things that break us as men, are the things that make us. And I really do mean that. And I really want you to understand that. They make us. They build us. And a man can never become a man unless he plays on the things that have destroyed him, broken him, tested him. A man can't ever become a man unless he uses those to build himself up. Why do you think women love scars? Why do you think the strongest men of this world are the men that have been through so much burden, stress, pressure, insecurities, but overcome them? They're the genuine motherfuckers that are about it, because you need this. We're just now living in a world where you can do this. You can sit at home and play and feel with your emotions and play games and sit there thinking that, oh, well, the world's against me and I was born this way. The game's the same for every man. If you aren't born into a millionaire family, if you ain't born into a family that's had, a lot of strong honor and principles, then the game's the same. The game's the same for you. The game's the same for me. I mean that, right? I don't care if you've had a better life or easier life, or I don't care if you've had a worse life than me. The game is the same, and you need to understand that, because you got to stop it. You're playing the same game I'm playing. You might look completely different to me. You might have fucking so many other people around you, but the game is exactly the same. It's the same, it's the same, it's the same. So you have to play it, and you have to play it correctly. Because, what else are you going to do? This is what we've been evolutionized to be as men as well. Do you think in the tribe, in the hunter-gatherer days where we've evolutionized from, you could sit and play or feel your emotions or be so riddled with what you're insecure about? No. You literally had to do whatever you could, regardless if you were 4 foot tall, regardless if you were missing a hand, regardless if you were blind, regardless if you were kooky, regardless if you were white, black, whatever. You had to contribute to the tribe or you would die. You would vanish. So you got to choose, bro. You must choose, because this is what we've evolutionized to be: men, not wimps, not dorks. And where we've come from, you got to understand, it wasn't an option to not play with the cards that you're dealt. It wasn't an option to sit and be insecure. It just wasn't. Let's go hit a workout, huh? You boys are not gonna believe, I mean, you would have just seen it, but just recorded that whole me running, and the microphone was put on the treadmill because I'm an idiot at times. And so you wouldn't have heard any of that. But what I was explaining to you was that usually in about 10 minutes, I sprint. So I usually sprint when I'm on the lower settings. I'll sprint for about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. But as I get to the higher settings, I'm talking like 22, 23, 24, 25 kilometers per hour. I usually sprint for a minute. But that minute, I'm not gonna lie, it's like a cheat code, because the treadmill, especially when I train at this gym, because I train at heaps of the gyms that you can go to with this franchise, and these treadmills are poo. These are crap, because they're old and heaps of them are broken. And so when you put the treadmill up, this actually takes like 20 seconds, 30, 25 seconds to get to the speed, especially the high speed of 22, 23, 24. But I start every workout like that because I need to get hot and sweaty. And that's why I'm wearing the 2 jumpers. That's what I was trying to tell you up there, because I'm so tired, and it's like 2 o'clock. It's got to be about that now, 2:15, 10 past 2. It's like, I want to get really hot so I can like feel awake, almost like borderline heat stroke, which I'm almost there. Boom, 50 on the dot. We're gonna superset this with some leg press. This is just warming up, but let's go. What I'm probably gonna start doing, because I assume that this is what a lot of you boys would want to see, is essentially, I want to start, by no means am I going to become a personal trainer or like a gym influencer. That's not what I want. I train every day, so I thought may as well be talking about some form of self-improvement in the car here, talk about my life primarily, more like videos about me. But then I might start doing like instructional workout videos. We'll see. So, actually just kind of like talking about shit that I've been through that'll help you. There's a lot of content out there that will help you more with the gym. I'll probably do 25. That's 50. So that was 30. We're gonna superset this with dumbbell squats. 18 kilos. What was that? 30, so I did 15.
That's one set. So what's that? 50, 80, no, about 100 reps per set. Even when I train without you, I stopped bringing a water bottle. This is gonna sound weird, and not a lot of people will agree with me, but I actually like to go get a drink in between my sets rather than just drink a water bottle now, like drink from a water bottle. I don't know what it is, it's just like you walk around, you're active, like you're waiting in line for the bubbler, people are filling up their drinks or they're having a drink, and it's like, instead of like getting the urge to sit on your phone or do something, it's like you're moving around. I saw some, I don't know, maybe he just didn't have a water bottle, but I saw some guy doing it. I was like, it's actually pretty smart because you're doing, like, you're in between sets and like you're bored. You got like, it's weird, but you're bored. So I started doing that. I do it without using as well because, so let's do it. Yeah, okay. We're at 50 kilos now. So we'll see. That was good. We're gonna do a couple more sets. Probably do 2 more of this circuit, and then I'll do some squats, do on chest and back. Quick bit of arms. See you in a sec. This superset we're about to do, this is savage for me, bro. I don't know what it is, but this finishes me. We've done some squats downstairs and we're just gonna finish off some legs with doing this. This hits your hamstrings so good. But I'm already like shaking. I'm sure you boys get to that point when you're training like you got like jelly legs. I'm not gonna be able to rep this out unless I go lighter. I'm literally gonna do as much as I can. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Fuck. Hey. I think that was 10 or 11. This is savage. I probably could have done a few more, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rep it out and then drop the weight, rep it out, and then we're gonna move on to chest, back, arms. I don't know if you boys have ever seen a machine like this. This is savage. I love this. Kind of makes you feel like you're going on a roller coaster, but this is savage. The contraction you can get on this is insane. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Toast. That's savage. That is so savage. That's savage. Bro, this machine has the best equipment. Except for the treadmills, because I was just shitting on them before. Oh, good God, baby. I could have done heaps more of that, but we'll move on. What a gym. You boys want to see something? I'll show you afterwards. This is like a 3-level gym, and when you go to just the balcony there, it's like, I don't know, it's like you're on vacation. Let's go. Oh, it feels so good. Ouch. What are you doing? Oh. 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 Show ya. This is savage. Check it, have a look at this. Savage. And now we're gonna just smash through arms and we're gonna get out of here. We're just gonna go pretty much to failure. We'll do 1 tricep, shoulders, and we're gonna knock out biceps as well. Might do a couple more, but we'll see. You can do heavier than this. Way heavier. I'm gonna try to do at least another 50 of this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. We got 40 more. God, fuck. I don't know how much that was. It would have had to be like 60 or 70. And then we're gonna superset that with some biceps. And that's all one set. So that's not one exercise, that's just one set. Oh, how many? I think we're gonna pump at least now 50. What do you reckon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 20. Got 30 more. 2, 3, 4, 1. And that's one set. That's why I can only train 3 days a week as well. That's why I only have to. Because when you hear everything, you guys just saw how much I just smashed legs, and that's only a little bit of the videos. Then chest, back, arms. And this is the best way to train that I've found, because I've always found when I used to go heavy, I didn't look good. Like, cause I'm I'm a small frame. So when I put on heaps of size, I didn't look good. And I still have a lot of size for someone that's only 59, 60 kilos, 61 kilos. So, yeah. All right. All right, bro, what a session. It's 3:20 in the morning. I think we left my place at 1:20, or we left it at 1:40 or something like that. Anyway, I stayed here a bit longer. I think I was just roaming around looking at myself. And it takes a little bit longer with the camera and stuff like that, but I'm too tired to drive and focus on the road and then speak to you boys, so I'm gonna say this now. You gotta embrace your roots. You gotta embrace where you come from. You gotta embrace your shortcomings. You're dark skin, embrace it. You're short, embrace it. You grew up tough, embrace it. You got this or that's happened to you, embrace it, embrace it, embrace it, embrace it. Because if you don't, what are you gonna do? You're gonna sit, you're gonna cry, you're gonna worry over something. Everything in this life, bro, you have to look at it from a win-win perspective. You got your heart broken, boom, you got fuel. You grew up tough, boom, you got fuel. You're short, boom, you got fuel. And the game is the same for all of us. It doesn't matter. It's the same. And you choose though, bro. You choose if you go through your life, and I'm gonna say something to you. You choose if you go through your life and you become nobody. You tried your hardest, but you know you gave 2%, 3%. Or you choose if you live the life that I know that you want to live. It's up to you. But no one's coming to save you either. I'm gonna say something honest to you, bro. Truth is, everyone's gonna put themselves before you. Truth is, I love you, but I ain't gonna give you $1 million. I ain't gonna help your family. Your best friend isn't gonna help your family. Your sister, your girlfriend ain't gonna help your family. You need to help your family. You need to help yourself. So play with the cards that you've been dealt and make sure you use everything to your advantage. That's it, G. I'm going. I am tired. I am so tired. Have a look. I'll see you boys maybe Saturday, maybe Sunday. Within a week we'll get another video and we'll have another chat. I love you, brother. Good night, good morning, wherever you're from.